Now from Coors Field in Denver, MLB Network is live and on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Colorado Rockies. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. And we are set for baseball here this evening. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Jorge Alfaro. Individual matchup numbers against John Gray. He's 2 for 3. And that one stayed too low apparently. Starting to get a bit chilly here tonight. 57 degrees at game time. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single. Here's Carlos Santana now. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. Want to try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. Santana in front with a 2-0 count.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
Blackman will put this one away, and that's out number 2. So next to the plate for the Phils, Maikel Franco. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Back goes Gonzalez. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. The relay. The tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is... Digging in, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch.
DJ LeMahieu.
In there for strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2. Velasquez features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Here's the first pitch to him. Leaves a changeup high for a strike.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Down the first baseline. And a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Here's Nolan Arenado. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. 2 out, nobody on. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he will get there to make the running. At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. Individual matchup numbers against John Gray. He's just 1 for 6. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. And a curveball that time that broke too low. 3-2 pitch. Slow bouncer to the right side. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single. Now at the plate, Aaron Altair. Here comes the first pitch. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. A bouncer up the middle. Story scoops it up. A spin and a throw. Spin throw. Gets him at first. The only play he had, and he made it a good one. First pitch on its way. Fouled away. Hernandez stands at third with one gone in the inning. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackman is under it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game. Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Vince Velasquez. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. 1-0 the count. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Hit out towards second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball into the second deck and gone. In now for Colorado, Trevor Story. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And that one is gone. In is Gerardo Parra. His lifetime line against Velasquez. Small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. Swing and a line drive. Well, this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning. Settling in now, Ian Desmond, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Sliders in for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Sent on the ground out to second. Hernandez in the hole. And that's the second out. Now in the box, Chris Iannetta will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Iannetta behind now 0-2.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
And here's one that misses, so the count runs to 1-2 now on Iannetta.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raised the eye level a little bit.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. And he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow. Hard hit toward the hole. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the third. Digging in to try it again. Odubel Herrera hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Crawford's on the move. Bouncer down the line. Fielded cleanly. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. Coming to the plate now, Jorge Alfaro. He reached on a single in his first try. And a foul tip held onto here at strike 1. Comes set, and the 0-1 is in there for the second strike. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Line to the right side. But that's a foul ball.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it. 2
balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. So now Carlos Santana 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a little tapper. Santana stands just shy of 6 feet at 5'11" and bats from both sides of the plate. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Ball 3. 3 and 2 now.
Now on 3 and 2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. Coming to the plate now, Michael Franco, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. Hit hard on the ground to second. Gloved by LeMahieu. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are into the box now is the Colorado pitcher, John Gray, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
John Gray.
And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1 and 1. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Ready for another chance. DJ LeMahieu 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He topped out in his first trip.
Charlie Blackmon.
First pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled away. Now a throw over, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. LeMahieu stands at first with 1 out. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
The count now at 2-1. Now the 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
High and deep down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nolan Arenado. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. Second and third here, 1 man out. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full 3-2. And the payoff pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Carlos Gonzalez. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike. Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. As we begin the top of the 4th. On the ground to the right side. LeMahieu gets to it. And they won't have a play as he reaches it first. Let's see how this is scored.
Now batting.
First offering on its way. Hard on the ground towards short. Story picks it up. LeMahieu on to first, and they get the double play. Up next will be Nick Williams. He hit a sac fly earlier. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. LeMahieu's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. He'll lead it off against Vince Velasquez. We'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
And he got him to chase after a bad one there. 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Gerardo Parra will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. Striding in once again, Gerardo Parra hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2-1 to Gerardo Parra. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Drilled to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single. Into the box, Ian Desmond. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. Now the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Bat shatters as this is on the ground to first. And he'll just step on first here to take the sure out. Stepping in, Chris Iannetta comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. Ready with the 0-1. Just got a piece up the line. Franco is up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Vince Velasquez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. The 0-1 on its way. A little bouncer. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. At the plate, J.P. Crawford. Check swing called strike, 0-1. Now a half swing, but it's strike three anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number two.
Now batting, center fielder.
There's the first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball one. That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Hara. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Next to hit will be the pitcher, John Gray, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. The 2-0 on the way. Too high, and it's 3-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. One away. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball four. Ready for another shot now, Charlie Blackmon. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch coming, here it is. And a neck-high fastball that time. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball two.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
3-0 to him now. And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike. And he misses again here. It's ball four. And that's back-to-back walks here with one away. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit high.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
57, Luis Garcia.
Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. Good bite to that thing, and it's 1-1.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
Missed with a slider.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Now a look and a throw back to second. And a dive, but he's back in there. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Carlos Gonzalez waits on deck. LeMahieu on second. Blackman at first. One gone. And fastball blew it right by him, and there are two down. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. Matchup numbers with Luis Garcia. He's a perfect 2 for 2. Before the first pitch, a check at first. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Garcia playing here in his age 31 season. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Splitter that misses too low, and he's behind 2-0 now. 2 balls and a strike to Carlos Gonzalez. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Ready once again, Trevor Story, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. The 0-1 on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail. Is digging in once again, Jorge Alfaro. He went down on strikes last time up. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Popped him up. Iannetta moving to his left. And that's the first out of the inning. Striding in once again, Carlos Santana. It was a walk in his last trip. Liner in there for a base hit. Ready for another shot now. Michael Franco. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. A swinging bunt up the third baseline. And there are 2 away now. Ready for another chance. Cesar Hernandez. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Gonzalez. And he brings it down to end the inning. In is Gerardo Parra. Matchup numbers with Luis Garcia. He's 1 for 2.
Left fielder, Gerardo Parra.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. The 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Herrera on the run. But he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he is into third base here with a leadoff triple. Ready once again, Ian Desmond. A couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Altair moves over. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And the go-ahead run will score on the sacrifice fly, as this is now a 3-2 ball game. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. Base is empty and one away following the sac fly. Ball one to start the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Way in front of a great slider that time. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Stepping in and ready for another shot, John Gray. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 4-1. Iannetta leads off first with one away. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, you have to have a lot of confidence and composure to pitch effectively, and right now, I'm just not seeing it. He looks kind of rattled out there to me.
Grounder down the line at third. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Phillies, number 58.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Heading out towards shallow right. Altair is there. 2 down. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch, and he fouls this one off. The 0-1 delivery. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So next to the plate for the Phils, Aaron Altair. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Popped him up. Desmond has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Nick Williams. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Change up, a little bit inside, 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Legs churning, he's headed for second. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. And he'll make it to third safely, so your tying run is 90 feet away with only 1 gone.
Number 58. Next
up will be the Phillies pitcher, number 58. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Number 25 will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Yanked on the ground down the line. And this will be a base hit as the runner will come in to score from third, and we are tied at 3 apiece. The relay throw, and he'll make it to third base safely with only 1 out as the go-ahead run. He's set, and the pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, Devo, with the runner in scoring position. The sac fly brings that run, and this is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, Devo?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the act.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. Coming in to score is the runner from third, and they've taken the lead.
Center fielder.
Here comes the first pitch. Crawford's on the move. That's a strike. The throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. In the air out to straightaway left. Parra moves over, 2 gone. Striding in, Jorge Alfaro. First pitch on its way. Line toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. Digging in and looking for more, Carlos Santana. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 0-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And this one is gone. A home run. Digging in now. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, and that ball's absolutely crushed down the line. Forget about it. That's going to stay fair and make it back-to-back home runs. Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. After it is Blackman. And the inning is over.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Phillies.
Here's Nolan Arenado, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Here's ball 1 now to the Rockies' third baseman. It's 1-1.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Fooled by the speed and location of that one. It's 2-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. Altair ranging forward, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Carlos Gonzalez.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Striding in for the Rockies, Trevor Story. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Into the bleachers and gone. In is Gerardo Parra. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drilled on the ground to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Digging in, Aaron Altair. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And a whiff at a good slider that time. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make it pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Throw gets him, 2 down. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Mark Leiter. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Push softly over toward the right side. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So the 2-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended. So digging in now, J.P. Crawford. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, looking to make it 3 straight. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Cut fastball inside, ball 1.
You can tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit, and you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
Fouled off. Leiter at second. Crawford on at first with 2 down. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the. In now for Colorado, Ian Desmond. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2 is in off the plate. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. 1 out, nobody on. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Altair is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Mike Tauchman will get to call the pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the bases empty. The windup and the 0-1. Ripped on the ground to first. Santana's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is. Jake McGee enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. In the air now out to right field. Gonzalez has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Here's Carlos Santana now. His individual history against Jake McGee. He's a .333 hitter. He also has 1 home run.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Hit the other way out toward right field. And Gonzalez will put this one away for round number 2. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Michael Franco. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor. Ready with the 0-2. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackman is under it. And that ends the inning. So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, DJ LeMahieu. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
LeMahieu. Your attention, please. Now
And the
pitching
pitch.
for the Phillies, number 46.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Toward the line and right. Altair moves over. One down. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. The head-to-head with Adam Morgan. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit. Stepping into the box, Nolan Arenado, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Not even close on that swing. No balls in the strike.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Herrera on the run. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. On to first, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid...
MLB Network brings you baseball from under the lights at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Yankees and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's interleague baseball next on MLB Network. Here's Brett Gardner now. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off tonight for the Yankees, center fielder, Brett Gardner.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And we kick things off tonight with a swing and a miss for a first pitch strike as we're underway. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. And a check swing here, appealed down to third, but Matthew Ross says he held up. Ball one. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time. 53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. First delivery to him on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Aaron Judge, the second out of the opening frame. And he takes ball one. A ball and a strike now to Bird.
One ball, one strike.
The 1-1 home is taken for ball two. Offers it that one a little late, and it's 2-2 now. Slider whiffed on for strike three. A great pitch to put in. Stepping up now, Odubel Herrera. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here comes the first pitch.
Odubel Herrera.
And it's fouled away. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Severino has a reputation, or a knack, if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty D, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least one or two times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch bang. At the plate, Carlos Santana. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Stanton has a read on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So here's the cleanup hitter, Maikel Franco. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Alfaro leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Check to swing there and pops this one up. Bird is there. And next for New York, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. And he'll step off. First pitch on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. Missed with a slider.
Well, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Oh, and I'm not sure I've seen a swing that bad even in a video game. It's 2-2 now. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Giancarlo Stanton goes down to become the first out here in the second inning. Gary Sanchez comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. No score here as we play inning number 2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Here's Didi Gregorius. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The 0-1. Fouled away. He pulls this one into right. Altair will get there, and he puts it away to retire the. At the plate, Cesar Hernandez, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. And this is low, ball 1. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Popped him up. Andujar over to his right. He's got it 1 away. Now at the plate, Aaron Altair. He'll get to take his first cuts here. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gardner is there. And that's the second out of the inning. Up next will be Nick Williams. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him, 1-2.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Nick Williams. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full, 3-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right. Stepping into the box, number 25, 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third. Tried to hold up there as the appeal goes to Ricky Holiday at first, and Holiday says he offered at it, so that's strike 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Altair moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Now at the plate, Miguel Andujar, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. First pitch on its way. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. The Yankee pitcher at the plate with a 1-1 count. Now a curveball's in there. 1-2 now.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Count even at 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So here now's the pitcher, Nick Pivetta. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Nick Pivetta.
The windup and the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. At the plate, J.P. Crawford. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Now the 0-1. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Outside, 2-1. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. And he fouls this one off.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Full count, 3-2. Soft liner to the right side. And safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw. First offering on its way. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Gardner is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jorge Alfaro. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. Throw over to first, and he will hasten his way back to first where he's in there safely. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fly ball right down the line in left. And Stanton will put this one away, and the inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Brett Gardner. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
No balls and a strike to count. Fastball down near the shoe tops. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Judge comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. The 2-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. So the breaking ball locked him up there. Aaron Judge goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Williams is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So now Carlos Santana flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Carlos Santana.
The windup and the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Way in front of that fastball. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Pulled toward right center field. Number 25 will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. Ready for another chance. Michael Franco 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. 1-0 the count. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike 1. This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. And there's out number 2. Striding in once again, Cesar Hernandez. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. And he lays off there, 1-0. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Two balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez. The 2-1. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. Is looked at and the count moves full.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pop it,
threw it right past him, a swing and a miss. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
1-1 the count. The 1-1 misses for the second ball. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Giancarlo Stanton becomes the first out of the inning. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. A ball and a strike. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Smoked on the ground left side. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees. Here's Didi Gregorius. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here it comes. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Sanchez, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And the slider stayed low, apparently, for a ball.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Hit hard back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Now at the plate, number 25. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. One 0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Fouled away. Now the 2-1 is in there for the second strike. First and second now, 1 man out. And he struck him out. So double digits now, 10 strikeouts for him thus far. So coming to the plate, Miguel Andujar. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And that misses, ball 1. Andujar tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They're getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
2-2. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Aaron Altair. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Right fielder, Aaron Altair.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit down the third baseline. Andahar brings it in. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Up next will be Nick Williams, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. To short, hit hard. Gregorius is there. On to first, and they turn the double play. Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Nick Pivetta. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Popped him up. In comes Judge. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford from the stretch. And it's fouled away. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Pivetta is off at first with 2 away. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. First pitch on its way. Grounded fouled off to the right side. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot. And he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Full count to Herrera, 3-2.
He really needs to find a pitch to put this guy away with right here, right now. He can't allow this inning to get any worse than it's already become.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the... So now the pitcher for the Yankees, Luis Severino. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A bouncer to the left side. Bronco fields it cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Here's Brett Gardner now. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him. Here's big Aaron Judge. No hits to this point. As a look, now the pitch. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And a mistake here as he's tagged out in no man's land. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there. Oh, and in a tie ball game, you can see tempers getting a little heated down there, as he definitely did not like where that last pitch missed. Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Two out, nobody on. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Herrera on the run. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So next to the plate for the Phils, Jorge Alfaro. He'll lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th.
Jorge Alfaro.
Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The 1-0 home. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. And he'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Here now the 2-2. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
First baseman, number
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. The 1-2. Still 1-2. The 1-2 is in off the plate.
2-2.
Popped him up. Bird in foul ground. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ready once again, Michael Franco. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Stanton to the track, to the wall, and it's gone. Ready for another shot now, Cesar Hernandez. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. The 2-2. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
First pitch of the at-bat. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Ready once again, Gary Sanchez. Last time through was a base hit. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Alfaro recovers, and the throw to first ends the inning.
It's time for the traditional seventh inning stretch.
Striding in once again.
Leading off for the Phillies, right fielder, Aaron Alter.
First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air out to center field. Gardner is there. One down. Digging in once again, Nick Williams. He struck out and bounced into a double play in his first two at-bats. And this is taken outside for ball one. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Lifted the other way to left center. Gregorius calls for it. Two down. Digging in and looking for more, Nick Pivetta, who's a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Number 25 will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with two out and the base is empty. High in the air into shallow left center. Gregorius over to his left. And that ends the inning. Adam Morgan has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the eighth. Ready for another chance? Didi Gregorius. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 25. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. One and one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 and 2. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. Next for New York, Miguel Andujar. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped him up. Santana shading to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Dylan Betances is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Here's the first pitch to him. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gardner is there. One away. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Odubel Herrera, no hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Judge is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Digging in to try it again, Jorge Alfaro. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. Digging in the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. He'll swing it from the left side right here. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to...
Ouch, that one hit him. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Mike Del Franco, previous history against Dylan Betances. Small sample, a perfect 1-for-1.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
Alfaro over at second. Santana at first, 2 out in the inning. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Dylan Betances. He'll lead things off against Betances, who looks to lock down the victory. Aaron Hicks will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
31, Aaron Hicks.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Crawford has it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Here's Brett Gardner now. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Ready for another shot now. Aaron Judge, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame.
Now pitching for the Phillies, number 58.
Here comes the first pitch. Oh, just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Last chance for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really put together a commanding pitching performance.